Nice through ball in. Back out to Moane. Easy through ball. Quick shot. And bang, another goal. I'm really liking this formation. If you guys like counter-attacking football, play it through to him, which we are going to do. And there we go. We've got ourselves an attack here. Bit of skill opens up, and another easy goal. And you can just see what this formation can do. So we are looking at the 4-2-1-3 formation. A massive shout out to Rocco11. If you've not seen his channel before, it is there. It will be in the link down below and the description. It's a brand new series we're doing on the channel where we test out other people's formations. Also, let me know in the comment section down below whose formation I should look at next. There is the video in case you want to check it from the man himself. He's been kind enough to let us run through this, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So as you can see there, it is going to be the classic 4-2-1-3 balanced and high defensive approach. Now, if we were to have a look at what is available here for us, we have got ourselves, in terms of where our defense is going to be, at 70 with the balanced build-up and 4-2-1-3. Now, in terms of player roles, we have got ourselves inside forward on the left and right wing, as well as advanced forward as a striker, playmaker as a cam, and then deep line playmaker. In terms of CDMs, of course, and then left back and right back are on fullback, defender, and goalkeeper. Now, we are going to be trying this out in terms of Rivals and the Elimination Cup, just to give it a real fair test. We are also not using crazy meta players either. We've gone for a pretty standard team, I would say, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this team now. So we get a fair representation of this for you guys that are going to be new to the game, or you guys that want to test out with your crazy squads. Make sure you check out Rocco's channel. Let's go ahead and get into the formation. So as we have a look at our opponent's team, from what Rocco has said, that this formation is really good when it comes to being concise in midfield, and this guy's got a very strong team, so we're going to be a really good opportunity here to test this out against the 4-2-3-1, which people are saying is meta. But yeah, Rocco was saying this is a really good in transition and good for defending. So we are going to be testing it out. And of course, we're looking for dubs and dubs only. We will give a fair and honest review on this. And like I say, check out his channel down below. So as you can see here, both our DMs are going to be on deep line playmaker. And we've already got a lovely pass in with the inside forward. It's a shame my player couldn't make it. But you can already see how this is going to work. We're going to have an attacking 4 with a DM being our additional player. And then defending as a 6, which is really, really nice, especially with defending this year if you guys are struggling. Luciano, be careful here. Easy save for the keeper. I don't mind testing him out for doing those shots. Now, again, we are playing against a very strong team in the Rivals. Whip pass, not a problem. Right, counter-attack. Actually got a through ball here. Nice little ball into Moane. Nice and easy. And there is an easy goal straight away. So from corners, the counter-attack is set up perfectly. So there, one header into one through ball. Nice bit of dribbling there with Moane. Gives us the lead. In terms of what he's had in shots, this is what I like about this formation already. Rocco's got that set up perfectly with the 2 DMs there to give us space. And you can see there, we've got the option. Xavi Simons runs, but we can play it into our other DM, which is Guendouzi. And then try to play it into Xavi Simons there, but the game decided to pass elsewhere. But you're getting a lot of options with the extra DM coming into attack. So it can switch into a 5 attack, 5 defense, or like I said, stay as a straight solid 4 attack and then 6 defending. So it suits both play styles really. So you get Guendouzi here, sitting in the middle, going to drag him back over. Going to go to our Endo now, and that's a really good pass in. I don't think he expected to get through, which he didn't. Be careful as Musiala, he is dangerous. Again, great defensive tackle there. Very unlucky to get the ball. Do we win the header? We do. We don't get the ball again. But again, in terms of defense, very solid. Now we get ourselves a counter attack, and then look at the players go instantly. Nice through ball in. Back out to Moane. Easy through ball. Quick shot, and bang, another goal. I'm really liking this formation. If you guys like counter attacking football, this could be the one to play right now. If you're struggling with defense and you're getting locked in, this could be the gun to get you out of certain divisions. You can see how we're just basically transitioning in our attack. If you do drag someone out, immediately there's space back, and our defense is there to lock it down. It's a shame we didn't get the ball again, but not a problem. Shut them out, and now we've got ourselves a transition into our DM, into our other centre defensive mid, up front, and then Xavi Simons has made that run for us. We can play it through to him, which we are going to do, and there we go. We've got ourselves an attack here. Bit of skill opens up, and another easy goal. And you can just see what this formation can do. When you can shut down the opponent, you've got immediately options and runners. Because of the advanced forward and inside forward, it's just giving you so many options here. And again, Endo shuts it down. We can play it back. Now we've got ourselves 1, 2, 3. We've got the player at the top, Barcola, or we can go straight to Xavi Simons. Lovely little through ball in. Back again. Back to Endo. We're going to go for a long-range shot. Oh, good save. Again, 5 options there. And then immediately in defense, look at Endo at the top of the screen. Running straight back into defense, and there he is coming into play already. So you haven't got to worry about that as much. The only thing I'm noticing is maybe a little bit of isolation with the left back and right back because of inside. Oh, that's a bad pass from me. Inside forward, and then basically staying up front and attacking. It turns out I have our left mid and right mid, but if you can just get used to that, won't be too bad. But this is what's so nice about formation. Look at that. One through ball through. Go for the shot. I should have maybe finessed it, but you can just see one pass, bang. Another pass, bang. The triangles are really nice as well because you have the left wing, the striker, and the cam as an option, or the CDM, cam, and left wing, or the CDM, cam, and striker. There's so many outlay passes. If we were to have a look at performance, we get a rage quit, by the way. In terms of match facts, he had one shot right at the beginning of the game. We went to look at shooting. We have 5 shots, 5 on target. Most important stat to mention here is passing. Only 26 passes altogether, but 22 completed, which means that we are being very concise. You can see the triangles underneath my camera as well. Between 21, 13, and 16, strong triangle. Lewis Skelly at number 5 to 6 and 18, really nice. And then in terms of defending, you can see why this is so important. We got 7 interceptions and 8 defensive duels won. So it is a powerhouse in defense with the ability to counter. But let's go ahead and jump into the Elimination Cup, as they call it. So here we go then, early access elimination. Let's see how this formation holds up. Again, using a relatively normal team for you guys to get a real test of this. And let's just see what our opponent is and how we get on with this. Here's our opponent's team. Again, a very, very strong team in a 4-3-1-2. So a little bit of a different variation. Very, very interested to see how ours links up compared to his in our 4-2-1-3, and he's in a 4-3-1-2. What I will say about this, if you are somebody who likes to do link-up play and not counter-attack, you may struggle with this formation slightly, not because it's a bad formation. That says my players just automatically launched in. Thanks for that. Bad shot from him. Just because of how the AI set up in FC in itself. Not necessarily to do with the tactics, but what's good about this, you've got that one outlay pass there, and then we have an option straight away. We can left stick dribble in, we can play it out to our striker, and a DM runs in. But what I like the most is their recovery speed. We win the ball here. Again, how have we not got away with that? I don't know. We're going to concede it. Good save again. That's the only thing I'm noticing. Now, obviously, I'm using players that aren't on perfect chemistry. They're not the best at tackling, just for the give it a fair response in terms of not having a meta crazy team. But this is what's so good about the formation here. Look, the counter-attack, get out. We've got Barcola running through. We could play it. We're going to play it to Kolo Muani. There he is. And then we've got Barcola still running. And then we've got the options at the top to Xavi Simons. We can play it back into Kolo Muani, or we can go down to the other DM, out to our left winger, which is Bino Gittins in this scenario. And then we've got to pass it to Xavi Simons that we could have played. Bit of skill to open up. Into that, Barcola, and then there's a goal. And that's just bringing all the attackers in. You can switch from one side to the other, and because they're on inside forward or advanced forward, they're just giving us so many extra options in the pocket of space, with our cam just basically being the link-up chain in the middle of it, and that's what's really nice about this formation. Again, going back to 6 defend, very unlucky not to intercept that, but it's fine. Getting against Pajor and, of course, Lewandowski. We do intercept, though, and then bang, there's a pass out. We can hold it, play it out to the left back. Try not to push the left back up too much. We got Xavi Simons in the middle. Then into Kolo Muani, back to the right back, who we can play out wide. And then we can go back in. Again, this is what, see what I mean? How many options there are. Then we got Kolo Muani behind, and there is another goal. Just from using the players in the correct positions and making sure that we're passing nice and smoothly. The triangles in this formation is very nice. Rocco, you are cooking with this, mate. And that's half-time. Another clean sheet so far in about 2 halves worth of play, and we've scored 7 goals with those 2 halves, by the way. We've only played no more than that at the moment. Very, very good. Yeah, in terms of performances and match facts, he's had more shots this time, but that's just down to my bad players in terms of defense, not the formation in itself. You can see here, 7 interceptions again. Very worthy note to make there. And offensive duels 1, 14. You can see here in terms of shooting, we've had 6 shots on target. Buried 4 of them because of the counter-attacks. And they've all been inside the box. And if we were to have a look at the summary altogether, you can see we've had very, very high possession, and our expected goals are high. We've had 62 passes, by the way. In terms of completed passes, been 56. And there are the triangles, as we mentioned in the previous game. Same here, 21 to 8 to 16, or 21 to the left wing to the CDM. They're just nice triangles in this formation to split open and get you a lot of options. We're not going to make any subs. We're just going to use the formation flat out. Again, little layoff. Xavi Simons into Kolo Muani. He's going to take an early shot. And we should have got a goal there. Very, very unlucky again. Great ball in. I've just miscontrolled that myself. But again, another option. Now he's got us on a counter-attack himself. But look how fast my players have come back. We've got the right back or left back in position. The 2 centre-backs are back in position. The CDM comes over, clamps down that defensive move there, and we get ourselves a ball. And then bang, counter-attack. One pass in, another pass into Kolo Muani, and then all of a sudden we're 1-on-1 with his keeper. go for the shot, and we should have scored that. Bad to my bad finishing. But you can see, that's how quickly we can. We had an attack, we went down the other end, defended it, went back up the other end of 2 passes, had a goal scoring opportunity. You can't ask for much more when it comes to that sort of situation. As we get ourselves a corner there, and nearly scored from that as well. Pass, not a problem. We'll show you the defensive ability. So our DMs come over till Guendouzi's back. Guendouzi, bottom of the screen, run straight back in, and there he is now ready to tackle. And you can see he just can't break us down. He's got nowhere to go. Gives a bad pass, back to the keeper, restart. And then we have got ourselves in a really good situation here of just being able to go into attack. Nowhere to go. We lose it. It's not a problem. We can show you the defense again. You can see, sitting in with a DM, interception, 1. Gets through. Good turn. We're still there. Nowhere to go. And the keeper makes an easy save. He can shoot from that angle all he wants. He is never scoring from that angle. And then you can see here, in terms of attacking presence, straight in to Guendouzi, down to Endo. We've got Xavi Simons on his own. And all of a sudden, it is now a 4-on-4 situation. And 2 passes. There is a 4-on-4. Make our way through. Back into Barcola. Get the shot off. And I've missed the chance because a good slide tackle to save him. But you can see, this is how good this formation can be. At a certain point, he rushes over. You can see that. And look, he's just slowed us down. This is his counter-attack, by the way. Nowhere to go. Absolutely stuck here. And you can see we're just out dominating. Plays that pass in. Guendouzi shuts it down. Now we've got ourselves the attack. Straight down into our winger. Into Xavi Simons. If we needed to, NaNNiK gets it instead because he's offside. One more pass in. Drive forward. Back into Xavi Simons again. Into Endo. Now we've got several options. We're going to play it into Moane. Not the best pass from me there. But you can see that all stemmed from our attack. And then we're going to run back with Guendouzi here. Our DM. We're going to have to switch to centre back again. He's trying to run a bit quicker this time, but still can't break us down. Nowhere to go. He's on his own. He's going to have to dribble his way through. And we win that ball back nice and easy. And this is what's so good about this. And then the transition. 1 pass. 2 pass. Now we're in a situation. We played a through ball into another pass. That's been 4 passes. We're 1-on-1 with the keeper. We're going to bury it this time with the keeper, but it doesn't matter. And that's literally the pinnacle of how this formation works. Shut down the defense with your midfield. Intercept. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. You are now through on goal. 1-on-1. There you go. Easy goal was that. Yes, you could argue that this guy's playing very high, but if you are struggling against people who are locking down, there are so many triangles in this formation to open up that you're going to be laughing. And immediately we've got ourselves a 5-goal lead, a 3-goal lead in the first game, 5 in this one, 8-0 as it stands unless we concede in the next 3 minutes of this game. And I have to say, Rocco, you have absolutely cooked with this formation. He's going to score his corner, isn't he? Now I've said that. No, he didn't. I'll pass out. And there we go. That's full time. So in 2 games, 1 rage quit, a 5-0 win in the elimination tournament. We can't really ask for much more with a formation. No goals conceded, 8 goals scored in 1.5 matches. We've tried it a little bit off camera as well. We watched his video to see how it works, and there you go. This is how good this formation is. If you have any questions about this, comment down below. Let me know who you want me to do next on terms of a YouTube series, what formation, or which content creator, or anything like that. Go say hello to Rocco. His video is down below. He is much better at his formation than I am. Just say NaNNiK sent me. NaNNiK says hi, anything like that, and I'll catch you in the next one.